It's not necessarily picking one out for me, but it gives you an indicator. Like it might say all signs point that direction. See, so but if you're somebody that's thinking and you're really giving it some serious thought, you investigate further and you want to find out really bottom lines. Like how much is it going to cost? How does it feel when you walk into a store, whether it's say a jewelry store, it could be a grocery store, it could be a car dealership, pawn shop, whatever, and you just don't really know. You don't know what you have, what it's worth. You don't know what you're really, if you're getting a deal, if you're, whatever, you know. So sometimes it just pays to do your homework, and just to check. But unfortunately, it seems like when you check, there's all this mystery, you know, and no one really talks about that, and if they do, and I have seen and tried to add up, it's very controversial how much you need to live in a country outside of your own. What kind of expenses are you gonna entail? It's not that I'm older and just overly suspicious. It's just that you really have to know what you're doing when you get involved. It's not like it's you can get on a bus and come back home within an hour a day. It's a 24-hour flight to some of these places, and to be there and then not know the language, you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable situation. So the one that is most fluid in English and that seems to understand it would be the best one to get with, I would think. And that somebody that understands that, you know, fooling around, goofing around, any kind of deceptive, communication or, having the attitude what you don't know doesn't hurt you, so they just do it anyway. They're just unconscious. So, well, that's a hard one for me. They have no conscience. I'll just say it that way. Um, Fish cold eyes, they just stare and, they just, it seems like where's their heart? Where's their, where's it at? I couldn't do that. I could never be with one and then in the side have my little side chick on the side and then look at one in the eye and say I love you, and or say mahal kita, or say, mucho amor mío, hermosa or esposa. you know I couldn't do that without just incredible guilt, and some people can and others can't. So, but how do you find the one if you're only looking for one in a haystack of that? It's like trying to find the white rice that's in the white rice, but it's a special white kernel. You know what I mean? You look for something different, but when they're all the same, you can't pick one out from the other. And you just have to go by traits. If rice is rice and beans are beans, and you can't tell one from the other, it's kind of difficult to pick out that one that's just right for you. So sometimes it would take both people or both sides to present their qualities, their character, their heart, their beliefs, but then when you discover that they could be talking to you while fiancé to somebody else, what does that do to you? Yeah, I'll tell you what it does to me. It makes me even more suspicious of anyone that's coming behind the other one. And I know that may seem a little unfair to the next or to the next, but that's what they create, people that do that. It's not like I'm not becoming their creation, like they make me or they break me. It's just that it's just so disappointing. What it does do is if it is a red pill or if it's just a reality thing that you just have to come into understanding that this is just how they are, or this is what you can expect, you just stay away from it. So red pill, hypergamy, when they ask, where are all the nice guys at? Where are all the good ones at? Why are they always gone? They don't even have to be taken. They're gone and out of the picture because they don't want no part of that. And so just give it give it some thought. Give yourself some time.